Welcome back, everyone. Luke Bourne's Painting Solutions. Just want to throw out a little bit of information and get some feedback from everybody. But I'm going to give you my opinion. I'm going to give you my thoughts and my experience on different things. And there's a lot of people who like to throw out lots of different information. I thought I'd throw my hat in the ring and we'll see how everybody responds. So, to back roll or not to back roll? What's your opinion? There's a lot of people you'll find on YouTube and other social medias who are professional painters and decorators, and they'll say, if you're spraying a house, there is no need to back roll and their logic is quite sound, that if you're spraying out a product at 3000 PSI, then clearly using a roller is not going to force that product into the plasterboard anymore by back rolling it. Their whole opinion is once you spray it on, that's enough. And I find this is quite a new thing. Going back 20 years ago, even a bit more, if you didn't back roll, you would have something heavy thrown at you for not back rolling. But these days, there's a lot of people adhering to the concept that we don't need to back roll. So what's your opinion? In my experience, and I do, as people know who follow my channel, I do an insane amount of maintenance work for real estate companies. So therefore, I'm going in after somebody's moved out of a rental property, and the place could have been built 5 years ago. And within 5 years, we've got ceilings peeling, probably because they haven't prepped and undercoated properly, but the vast majority of the time, it's because they're not back rolling. They just spray it because it's a quick build, done for the cheapest price, done for the cheapest quote, sprayed on quickly, and majority of the time, within 5 years, especially in your wet areas, it's just starting to peel. The ones that I know have been back rolled don't peel. Now, this has been my experience. My experience is, and I know through different product manufacturers, whether it's Taubmans, Hames, Dulux, they'll actually say in their DAT sheets that in the terms and conditions, when you're coming to apply the product, their recommendation is that if you're going to use an application of spraying, that you need to back roll the product into the surface. And this is especially in ceilings. Now, that's including undercoats, back roll, ceilings, back roll. So how I generally approach this, and this is my little fuzzy and I know it, undercoat is sprayed and back rolled. The top coat is sprayed and back rolled. Now, I know these days 2 coats is all they ever do, but we used to do 3 coats, undercoat, 2 top coats. So the third coat, which I do anyway on all my projects, the final coat, I don't back roll because I've back rolled the previous application. But the primer, my undercoat, and my first initial coat are all sprayed and back rolled. Now, I know companies, and I've spoken to a lot of guys who do a lot of construction. I don't do construction anymore because the industry's just gone down the clappers. But when I have been called in to help friends out and talking with other tradesmen and people in the game, they all say to me, no, we just spray it. We clean up the surfaces, we wipe them down, clean up the surfaces, and then we just spray on our undercoat, then spray on our top coat. And I know a lot of companies that, I won't name them obviously, but I know that when they spray the ceilings, they won't prime them. They'll just hit it with 2 coats of sealing white and that's it. That's all they're budgeting for. And that's why I get so much work, because I'm coming in, boom, ceilings are starting to peel. And the majority of it is just unbelievable how much ceiling repairs I have to do because surfaces weren't prepped properly. So what are your thoughts? I always believe that if you're going to spray something, you've got to back roll it. That's the way I am. That's the way I've always been, and I will always continue to be this way. I've had people argue with me, say, mate, I've been doing it for 10 plus years, never had a complaint. Hey, more power to you. My personal opinion is if you spray, you must back roll. You must back roll, because back rolling forces the products into the fibres of the plasterboard or the gyprock sheeting. And what it does is it gives better penetration and it lasts longer. And I've come back to do maintenance at properties that I've painted 10 years ago. So they've come back and they've had to replace bathroom doors because they didn't like the old ones that we repainted. They're like, oh, look, we just got newer ones put in. Can you come back in and repaint them for me? Never had a cracking, never had any peeling or any problems with my finished product. Because I put the prep in, I follow what I was taught years ago, and I maintain a standard no matter where I'm working. Now, this is what I found. What have you found? Have you found this the same, or is this just something that's an old way of thinking and it's been proven? Now, most companies that I speak to regularly, all their reps will say, yeah, you should be back rolling it. You should be back rolling it. I haven't heard many that have said, oh, no, you don't need to back roll it, just spray it on and Bob's your auntie. So I know it's quite a contentious issue, and I just want to get everyone's opinion. What do you think? I'm a spray and back roller. I'll always do it. I always have done it. And a few people that I follow on YouTube and Instagram, a lot of us older guys, we all do the same thing. What's your opinion? Do you think this is something we need to continue to doing, or am I just locked in an old mentality and I need to think a different way? I think I need to, and I know I will continue to do what I've always done, because for me, my results speak for themselves. I've never been called back once to redo a ceiling or to redo a wall or to redo a door. If I spray something and back roll it, or if I prep something, it's always going to be good. So how about your thoughts on it? Let me know in the comments below and we'll see how we go. Talk to you later. See ya. Bye.